Hey guys, this is Wolfie, and today we are going to check out the injury report because some players do not play, but do not worry. They're all day to day, so it's not too concerned. Not going to stress you out from the start, but there are some injury concerns that we have. Kyle Shanahan has his presser always on Wednesdays, so we're going to watch that today because we didn't do it yesterday because I was a bum and totally missed yesterday's show. But I am thankful to everyone who showed up today. And then after that, we got inside the locker room interviews as well. I like those because you kind of get a feel what the players are kind of saying. Sometimes they give you word salad, but it gives you context of how they're feeling really. So I kind of like that stuff too. And then we'll do a Thursday night football prediction, Bucks at Falcons. So we'll take a jump into that. So, and we are sponsored by. I'm just kidding. We'll get there. Sponsored by me. All right. To everyone who watched Slayer, who is watching this, please like the live, share it. Helps me out a lot. If you're new here, sub. I go live just about every single day. Yeah. And today's gonna be a double header. We're gonna do a double header. So we got one right now and one around probably 4:20-ish or so. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the injury report real quick. Bring that up so you guys are updated as of Thursday morning. Bring it up now. Moncho, brother, bring the injury report up now. All right, so this is the 49ers injury report. So, Conley did not practice oblique, but he's supposed to be day-to-day. Jacob Cowling, shoulder, also day-to-day. Gross Matos, who I actually really like, and he's a little disappointing. Like he's not doing like Kevin Givens is doing better. Like who else is doing? Samo is doing better, but I kind of expected better from Gross Matos. He's not doing the worst, but he was like my sleeper pick or sleeper signer. And he's not doing so well. But anyway, he's day to day from what I heard. George Kittle, ribs, same thing he was dealing with last week as well. I think he obviously went into this week injured because I think his ribs are still bothering him. Did not practice. I do expect him to practice today. I'd be kind of shocked. Same thing with Fred Warner. But honestly, if Fred Warner did not practice today or the rest of the weeks, I would not rest of the weeks, but the rest of the days leading up to the Cardinals game, I wouldn't pull it against him. I mean, the dude is only missing one game out of 100 and I think 15 games. So give the guy a break. I think if he went out there, I think he could go out there and still perform, even though he missed 1 week of practice. If it became a trend, I'd be worried. Yes, of course. But like the man deserved a break. Let's be real. Okay. He deserves a break. All right. Like dude's earned it, man. He's a baller. He's also working to be defensive player of the year for sure. And some, maybe even exaggeration, maybe have even considered MVP. I mean, for him to actually become MVP, he would have to do some crazy, he would have to more than he's doing now and do it at a consistent basis for 17 straight games. I don't know if he could do that. That'd be crazy. But Fred Warner's an incredible player. D. Winter's ankle, same thing, same issue, did not practice. So if these guys are limited to practice now, I expect them to play. So Elliott, limited practice, Aiden Flanagan, Givens, Hufunga, and Trent, all limited, but I do expect them to play if they're limited now since yesterday on Wednesday. Kalia Davis, full participation in practice. Same thing with Kyle Juszczyk. Expect Kalia Davis back. If he's doing a full participation in practice, I think he's ready. And honestly, we didn't expect him back until the mid-season, right? So, and I know they just opened up the practice window for Kalia Davis, but they didn't even warm him up. They're just like, yeah, man, we'll put out there full participation in practice. Okay. All right. Big fan. Big fan of the Kalia Davis situation. Same thing with Kyle Juszczyk. Shoulder injury, full part, but he went to full participation in practice, so we're not concerned there either. So that is the injury update as of right now. Chris Conley, like I said, all these do not participate in practice. Thankfully, all of them are day-to-day and should be ready to play on Sunday. Now, after that, so you got that. There's some good news. All right. I don't know if people out there's some Jalen Graham fans out there. If you're a fan of Jalen Graham, guess what? He's back on the squad. And that is awesome. Okay. Because honestly, I was sad when he left. And we picked him off the Commanders practice squad. So Adam Peters was taking care of him. And Adam Peters was part of the regime that drafted Jalen Graham. So I'm a big fan. There's some people out there that did not think he was good and actually predicted him being cut, which made sense. Personally, I was shocked to see him get cut because I thought he made the podium. And when you make the podium in preseason, you make the team. So, but no, they wanted Bethune more, Flanagan Fowles more, which is still shocker. Just an absolute shocker. But I'm glad he's back. Hopefully he performs. Hopefully he can keep his spot. Hopefully it's not temporary. And if it is, I believe in him. I think he's got ability. And if he just works on his tackling, I think he would make this team and stay on this team. Just got to work on his tackling. Because the only thing I've ever heard about people complaining when it comes to Jalen Graham is his ability to tackle. So if he can fix that, I expect a good future with Jalen Graham. And then after that, we got Jonathan Garvin and Tyreek Owens signed to the practice squad. Jonathan Garvin wasn't that bad. He actually had a couple good plays in the preseason. He might actually be something, but probably not. We just got him practice squad. I don't mind that. Tyreek Owens, practice squad as well. Terrell Owens' son, as you guys know. I like him. He's made some good plays here and there. Preseason, training camp, Not too excited about it. I mean, our wide receiver depth is so high that honestly, just thinking about a new wide receiver coming in, I guess outside of Ronnie Bell, maybe put Ronnie Bell in the practice squad and bring up Tyreek Owens or Terrence Marshall Jr. Bring someone up just so, because Ronnie Bell, personally, I think no one would pick him up. All right, he's got some Kadarius Toney catches going on. The dude cannot be consistent. He cannot catch balls. So, put Ronnie Bell in the practice squad and Tariq Owens on this team if you have to, or Terrence Marshall. I wouldn't mind that. Then the D lineman we cut was Shaquille Brown. He was also on the practice squad. I don't really miss him. He wasn't really anything crazy or anything like potential wise. Cut him makes sense, and I'm sure at some point he might end up back on the practice squad again. So you kind of feel bad for him because it's going to be on and off. Most likely that's what's going to happen for him. And then next up, Pearsall. He's his window opened up. He could have been activated this week. That didn't happen. That kind of sucks. I was really looking forward to him practicing this week and seeing how he does. But apparently they're not doing it this week. But they do expect him to be back soon. So that's probably next week. So next week he's probably going to get him started next Wednesday. If not that Wednesday, next week after that. But Kalia Davis, like I said earlier, though, he'll be back. Practice window open, full participation in practice. Great to have him. Kevin Givens balling out. Jordan Elliott balling out. With Harbringer out too as well. Kalia Davis coming in just in time. Hopefully he can be that player that we saw in training camp. Hopefully the player we saw in practice. We heard about just high expectations for Kalia Davis. I'm not going to lie to you. And hope to God he got rid of that injury bug and whatever was happening with him because he's constantly getting hurt. So much potential just going down the drain just because of these injuries. It's so brutal. So brutal. And it's just good to have him back and hopefully he performs against the Cardinals. Because after the Patriots were like the bottom tier test for all these players, even our backup players, the Patriots. Like, how good are you? Are you worse than the worst team in the league? These players are not. These players are better. And that's what we saw against the Patriots. Now, how much better are they? We'll find out against the Cardinals. And then after that week, if we succeed, it's going to be the Seahawks. It's just the next level after next level tiers of difficulty it's going to be for these next few weeks. And the Pats game was a good feel of what these players can do. And, yeah. 49ers media! What's up, man? What's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Appreciate you coming up. Yeah, man, I was happy to be on, man. You great host. Great host. It was a great show. Don't know if you guys know, Me and Forest Media did a collab. Check it out. Should be a video Should be in my previous lives. Check it out. It was a good collab. So those are the injuries. Right now we settle with that. As for the Arizona Cardinals, they got their offensive tackle Beecham and Isaiah Adams didn't practice. Nothing really notable. Yeah. They got no crazy injuries or anything. So, all right. Look at that. Look at that, dude. Look at all these injuries here. And then just look at them. Damn. They got better water than us. Something. All right. McBride's interesting. Yeah, he's limited in practice. So he's probably going to play. He's limited right now. And if he's limited again, I would say so. But I'm not too concerned about the McBride one. But yes, out of all these people, I guess the kicker as well, Matt Prater. That's a big one. Because if they have to sign it, do they have to sign a kicker? Have they signed a new kicker yet? So yeah, they have to sign a kicker because he did not participate in practice. He has a left knee injury, Matt Prater. So that could be pretty big. That could be pretty big. That could be pretty big. All right, we're going to jump into a video. Kyle Shanahan's presser. Kyle Shanahan's presser. So I don't want to talk too much about the Cardinals game because I want to save that for conversation on Friday and Saturday and Sunday as well. So I want to save some of that conversation. But I believe that I'll just say this real quick, I guess. I believe this team can beat the Cardinals. Do I think the Cardinals can beat us, though? Yes. I think, again, it's just ever since losing to the Rams, got walking on eggshells every single game. Every single game means something. There is no oh, it's just the Cardinals, or oh, it's just the Pats. Oh, no. Every game from here on out is a trap game. Okay, every game we're supposed to win has that, okay, we have to win this to prove ourselves. Because for some reason, the Minnesota game and Rams game, there was just this bit of cockiness. I don't want to say Super Bowl hangover, but I think in the Pats game, maybe that just brought them back to life and realized that every win is precious. Hopefully that's what they got out of that. That's what I hope. All right, let's jump into the Kyle Shanahan interview. Bum, bum, boom. Bum, bum. W's in the chat. W's in the chat. Do I have it up? I do. Here's Kyle Shanahan's presser from yesterday, Wednesday.
Limited. Huff, ankle limited. Kevin Givens, tricep limited. Flanagan Fowles, calf limited. Go ahead.
What's the latest on Ricky Pearsall and his practice window and kind of where he's at both physically and mentally?
And we're not going to open it up this week.
Why not?
I just don't feel he's ready to this week.
What do you see from him physically as he gets ready, just as he prepares and
I don't really watch the guys rehab and stuff. I just get reports on it, talk to the guys. I know he's really close. And when he's good to go, himself and the medical staff will be pumped to have him back. Ricky's a hell of a player.
Is the shoulder still problematic at all?
No, it was fine before he got hurt.
It's fine before he got hurt? Okay. All right.
You guys are number one in the league in time of possession. Is that by design, or is that just the way it kind of shook out so far?
I mean, you always try to do that, but no, it's just the way it shook out.
Watch out, California. There's a Trojan horse on the November ballot.
Fuck ads, boo! Boo ads, boo! 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 Boo ads. Boo.
Clear Davis window is open.
It is open.
It's
How soon do
open.
you think he may be able to help you? When he,
Hopefully this week. We'll watch him this week, see how he does, but would love to get him up.
Let's go. Let's go.
Talked about Christian.
Let's go, Clea.
And all that. And even with that,
Let's go, Clea Davis.
Statistically, you guys are still doing well. They're down conversions. How have you been able to compensate for his absence?
Next man up. I mean, there's certain things that Christian does better than anyone on the planet. A lot of things, but our guys are capable of doing things at a high level also. And there's some things you miss with Christian, but Jordan had a nice touchdown that got called back out of the backfield yesterday, catching the ball. Wasn't third down, I don't think, on Sunday, but we just do what we always do. It just always makes it a little tougher when you don't have a player like that out there, but still a lot of good players out there.
That's a lot of respect for Jordan Mason in that situation, simply because he's saying that, yeah, he's not saying Jordan Mason is CMC, but Jordan Mason's doing things out there that are a lot higher than expected. Like, he's doing a lot better than expectations. He's catching the ball on the backfield. He's running routes out there where he's getting past the 5 yards, which is pretty big for a running back. He's practically running routes as a wide receiver at that point. And then that big play that he had was a pretty good one, and it got called back because of that phantom Kittle hold. JP Mason is actually pretty good in the passing game. He's doing a lot more than just running the ball. And man, trying to keep him, because he's gonna ask for a lot of money next year. I'm certain of it. The man absolutely deserves that kind of a contract, and he's probably going to be on a different team. I hope not, but he's having teams pay attention, and they're going to hopefully sign him. Stay away from the Cowboys, though, man. Stay away from the Cowboys, JP Mason. No Cowboys, no division rivals, and who else? Steelers. Stay away from those teams. Okay, JP?
Christian back on practice field doing side drills or anything like that on the side today?
I really don't go through his rehab with all that guys on IR. That's why I don't have an update on Christian every day, because when guys are on IR, I focus more on what we're doing that week and that day. But I'm sure I know he's rehabbing.
What's the difference with Jordan Mason and how he got the jugs machine over the offseason and his route running and ability to catch the ball?
Yeah, I think it started showing up the most last year, I thought. I think when Christian got here, his first year, just Jordan, Elijah, all the backs just watching him, how he was out of the backfield, all the stuff that he started to get because of that. I think all those guys were just a little more deliberate in that stuff in the offseason, and they all came back better last year. It showed a ton. Christian was just always available last year. And this year they did the same thing working, and JP's gotten his opportunity, and it's really paid off.
Yes.
all the guys today that you mentioned that were injured, were they all be day to day? Have you gone back? Is there anything more severe than what you knew 2 days ago?
Yeah, nothing's changed from what I reported on Monday with the guys. So
Let's go. Day to day, baby. Like I said in the injury report, man, there's no one significantly out. Everything's on the up and up. Yeah, we lost some players. Curtis Robinson, sad, depth piece, good special teamer. We lost Javon Hargrave, sad, might be able to get him back towards the end of the playoffs. That's potential, but, thankfully our depth is fantastic, and hopefully the Pats game is no fluke, and it's just a good sign of things to come. So
different players, but Devo in the backfield versus Christian in the backfield, third down, red zone stuff. How different is that for you as a play caller, or is it rather similar for you?
it's a little different.
Scott Lacoste Jr., welcome to the stream. What's up, man? Are we doing well? What up? Right now we're watching some Kyle Shanahan suppressor from yesterday.
Just certain things, Devo is a wide receiver and Christian is a running back. So you have those guys are somewhat interchangeable. They can do a lot of things the other can do, but not everything. So I don't want to go through those specifically, but it's not everything.
Has anything changed with the strength and conditioning and rehab regimen since Ben Peterson left this offseason?
No.
Yes, it's Obvious looking at the injury report.
Let's watch that again.
Has anything changed with the strength and conditioning and rehab regimen since Ben Peterson left this offseason?
No.
I guess it's obvious looking at the
His aura goes whenever Grant Cohn asks a question, man. His aura just like, no. Like, just.
injury report, but getting Jalen Graham back, how crucial is that for you guys right now?
It was real crucial. I mean, just, putting Curtis on IR. I don't know if we've done that yet. Have we done that yet? All right, yeah, doing that. And then guys getting banged up with Fred, D. Winters, even Flanagan fouls. So you need enough guys in the building to be prepared for, depending on what happens through the week. And when you are banged up, you definitely got to be prepared for that. And it's always nice to have a guy who's been through our system, who knows everything. And Jalen was he was a guy we didn't want to lose. He was a hard guy to let go. We were really hoping to keep him on practice squad, but EP stole him. So we got to steal him back.
Ken Calvert backed a nationwide.
Welcome back. No, boo, ads, boo. Boo, ads. All good here in Pennsylvania. Nice. Pennsylvania's got some beautiful sights. All right, we're back from the ads. We got a lot of football, guys. We got a lot of football coming up. October 6th, football against the Cardinals. And then 4 days later, Thursday night football, we got the Seahawks. 49ers versus the Seahawks, man. 2 big games, dude, at very crucial times, man, where we're trying to get back on our feet. Seahawks trying to bounce back. Cardinals, trying to bounce back. These are some crucial games, crucial division games, man, back to back too. Oh shit, my bad. Hey, thank you, man. Sometimes I forget that. I forgot to unmute it.
Done that regardless, but knowing we're playing another one in 8 days, definitely made that decision easier. When things get close to Sunday, you always think about that stuff, but usually if they're all right to play that Sunday, you rarely say, hey, no, let's not do it this Sunday. Let's wait till the next one. And if they're not all right to play, then they're usually not all right to play the next one either.
Last year, but how much different does he look now this season?
He just looks so much more comfortable. I thought he looked really good last year when he came in, just watching their offense, seeing him in the new scheme for the first time. I think you got to sit back and watch other guys do it. And then him coming in, you could tell he really consciously tried to play within the confines of the offense, and which was different to see just how the scheme was before. And then always when he isn't playing in the confines of the offense, how he can be is the scariest guy in the league. So Kyler's always played at a pretty high level, and when he's healthy, and he's doing that right now.
He plays really well against the 49ers because for some reason we don't do very well against scrambled quarterbacks. And we're about to find out just how good we are this year against scrambling quarterbacks because, man, I can't tell you the last time we were good against quarterbacks that are mobile. It's always been our Achilles heel, no matter what the defensive coordinator's been. So hopefully this will be one of the biggest tests for the 49ers when it comes to that.
And they're tight end. They got a really talented group. They're coached well, and I think they're going to be a problem for people throughout this year.
Goes on it in the game. How much will the fact that you play again on Thursday factor into what you do with some of the injured guys?
Not much. I mean, just today, I talked to the team. We got 2 games here in the next 8 days, so We got a lot of guys banged up and the heat the way it is today. So we're taking some stuff off guys today. Probably would have done that regardless, but knowing we're playing another one in 8 days, definitely made that decision easier. When things get close to Sunday, and you always think about that stuff, but usually if they're all right to play that Sunday, you rarely say, hey, no, let's not do it this Sunday. Let's wait till the next one. And if they're not all right to play, then they're usually not all right to play the next one either.
Last year, but how much different does he look now this season?
He just looks so much more comfortable. I thought he looked really good last year when he came in, just watching their offense, seeing him in that new scheme for the first time. I think you got to sit back and watch other guys do it. And then him coming in, you could.
I actually jumped pretty far back. Where we are now, 15.
When he isn't playing in the confines of the offense, how he can be is the scariest guy in the league. So
my bad.
Kyler's always played at a pretty high level, and when he's healthy, and he's doing that right now.
There you go.
Schedule previously?
Yeah, more off schedule. Just the style of it. This one is similar to a little bit of what we faced last week. With the Cleveland background of offensive scheme and everything, and just watching him get in there and operate it after watching Dobbs and some other guys operated earlier in the year. You could see, he's going to always put his wrinkle on everything, but you could see he was really taking coaching and playing within the scheme. And when it was time not to, doing what he does as good as anybody in the league.
Said last week that Flory was talking about use check and saying
You're not wrong, Scott. I mean, Brock Purdy has been scrambling a lot more, and he looks good doing it. He's got some burst to him, man. He's got some burst to him. So you're not wrong. Hopefully they can get some practice against Brock. And I'm not going to lie. Brock Purdy needs to stick to the red shoes. Red socks and the red shoes. He needs to stick to that combination. It's perfect. It looks sick. So he needs to stick to that look. But yeah, Brock's been using his legs a lot more, and I like that. I like seeing that. And he's protecting himself. I like that.
He's the most clutch guy on the team, but he has a clutch gene.
Who was saying it?
Kittle said Fleury said this.
Gotcha. All right.
But anyway, is there something to that? I mean, is there just a level of confidence that no matter the situation, whether it's just an assignment?
They reduced penalties for.
No ads. Boo, ads. Boo. YouTube has been trying to get my money, man. Just trying to get my money. You ain't getting it. I don't give a shit what field trip you're bringing to. I don't give a shit what you're trying to bring me, man. I am not going to pay for your YouTube, whatever you call it. Okay? It's not happening. Now keep giving me free content.
I've ever been around. I mean, ask anybody. I don't care how good your hands are, but just to get thrown in an NFL game and go catch a punt isn't very easy, especially when we're telling him he hasn't. All he's got to do is fair catch it. Kyle doesn't. He's very confident. He wants to take his opportunity, try to earn that job, and try to break tackles and go after it. But I mean, I think if you guys think of Kyle over the years, anytime you throw to him, he always makes the play. He's so big off schedule. Brock always find him when plays break down, and Kyle is just, whether it's practice, games, he's always the same. Nothing's too big for him.
Where is he on the return depth chart now after that return?
He'll be starting the rest of the year. So.
Return that?
No, I didn't. I thought we just wanted to make it nice and easy and fair catch it, and he wanted to take advantage of his opportunity, try to get a house call and earn that job. So.
What?
You guys are both division opponents. How crucial is the stretch against division opponents, considering if you win, you can kind of push Arizona a little farther and get yourself up and get ready for Seattle?
Yeah, anytime you have divisional games, it's huge, especially when you have 2 games in 4 days, just how quick that goes. I mean, the record can go from really good to really bad. It happens fast, so you don't start thinking about that game now, but it's in the back of your head, just how the 2 games before we get a break. Everyone loves getting that break. No one really loves playing 2 games in 8 days, but if you tell anyone you get 3 days off after it, everyone's pretty excited about it. So we got a big one this week, and as soon as that's over, we'll be right on to the next one.
How do you see the competition for that running back 2 position?
You mean the behind a JP?
Taylor hasn't gotten any carries yet. Garendo's got 7. Is it do you still view it as a competition? Is Garendo the 2 and Taylor's the 3?
Yeah, I think Isaac's gotten more of the 2 shares. I mean, we've been rolling with JP. We're not splitting series or anything, but when JP needs a rest, we've been throwing Isaac in there. But have no problem putting Patrick in there either. He's done a hell of a job for us. Both need to help us out a big time on special teams, and especially with running backs, you got to always be ready for the next man up. All right, thanks, guys.
That is such a weird question, Larry Kruger. Why would you ask that? That is such a who's the third running back on this team? Because obviously JP Mason's the second running back, and I mean obviously it's Garendo, right? You've seen him get reps, so why would you think it's anybody else? That is a weird question, Larry Kruger. I don't know if you could think of anything. You're trying to be clever, but that was not a good question, brother. It's not it. It's not it. It's clearly Isaac Garendo. PJ hasn't shit. That's weird. Fail, Larry Kruger. Milwaukee, welcome to the stream. Are we doing good, man? Are we doing good? Hope life is well. All right. So it's Kyle Shanahan's presser. Pretty much everything I said in the beginning. Jalen Graham is back in the squad. We're glad we have him. I agree that with Kyle Shanahan, they hope they stash him on the practice squad, but they're able to bring him in the 53-man roster. Hopefully he performs. Hopefully he gets better as tackling. That was his biggest concern. Pearsall is not practicing this week, but hopefully they can get him back in next week. If not next week after that. So it should be soon. They do expect him to come back soon. Now, Kalia Davis, however, is an absolute stud in the preseason and in training camp. Got hurt again. He has injury-prone issues. Hopefully, he can pull it together for half a season. Okay, well, more than half a season, all the way into the playoffs and the Super Bowl. Keep it together. And if he can perform like he did in the preseason and training camp, our D-line is fantastic. Our D-line is amazing. So that's Kalia Davis. A side note thing. Where is Leonard Floyd? I don't think people are talking about this enough, man. He's supposed to be like the big guy on the other side that's supposed to help Nick Bosa or whatever. I haven't seen Leonard Floyd at all. Okay, I've heard things from Kevin Givens. I've heard things about Jordan Elliott. I've heard things about Nico Collins. I've heard about Nick Bosa. But literally, where is Leonard Floyd? Like, that guy has been a ghost, man. Like, he's supposed to be one of the big signings. He's supposed to bring in more sacks. He hasn't done shit. He hasn't done a damn thing. I don't think we give enough shit about that. Like, if you really think about it, Leonard Floyd is, I don't know, he's supposed to be part of why this whole entire D-line is supposed to be elite. He was supposed to be one of the reasons, and he's not. He's been an absolute ghost. He might as well be Robert Beal out there. Like, God, like, someone needs to get Leonard Floyd and hold him responsible. Like, dude, where'd you go, man? I understand you're old. Okay, but just last year, you had 10.5 sacks, man. Where are you at? Where are you? That's because, honestly, I think everyone else is performing. I think the safeties, yeah, they gave up some good touchdowns, but I think that's a scheme issue. Safeties are fine. Corners are fine. Linebackers are doing the best they can with Dre Greenlaw out and Devondre Campbell, for some reason, having to get reps. Everything else, everyone's doing their jobs, man. But I feel like Leonard Floyd is not doing anything. So, like, if there's a complaint about a player on defense right now, it's Leonard Floyd. It's Leonard Floyd and Devondre Campbell. Those two guys need to step up. And Devondre Campbell can be fixed by putting D. Winters in there. Fowles may be even better, or even Bethune might be even better than Devondre Campbell. As for the D-line, though, there's not really much of, like, there's Gross Matos, but outside of that, there's Beal Jr., like, we need more from Leonard Floyd. We need more from him. It's crazy that he's been this bad. Luckily, next year we can get out of his contract and we save us some money. All right. Next year, I don't know how much it was. I want to say we saved like maybe $8 million, something like that, by cutting him next year, June 1st. So If he doesn't perform, we can easily get rid of him. Because as of right now, he's not worth the contract he's being paid. So that's my rant on Leonard Floyd. And the defense, if they can also figure out schematically, because I think the scheme is the issue here. I mean, you got Leonard Floyd, Nick Bosa, you got Charvarius Ward, you got studs all over the place, and the defense is this bad. The Patriots was just a test. Just how bad are you? Like, how bad is this defense exactly? Well, they're not completely the worst. They're able to stop the Pats. Congratulations. Congratulations, you beat the Pats. Congratulations. You beat the Jets, Jets who just lost to the Broncos. Okay? After beating the Patriots. Looking like absolute, like, Aaron Rodgers is back. Woo! That didn't happen. Aaron Rodgers is not back, dude. He sucks. Like I said. So we cannot fall into the same trap as the Jets, okay? It looks great for us right now, but these next games, Cardinals, Seahawks, Chiefs, Cowboys, these next 4 games are crucial. And until we play these 4 games, we don't know who we are. We don't know what kind of team we are yet. We cannot go into this. We cannot call ourselves Super Bowl contenders right now. We cannot do it. And we have to earn that title. And the next 4 games are going to tell us exactly what kind of team we are. All right. So it's Kyle Shanahan. Let's go ahead and look at some interviews from the locker room. Locker room. Oh, to everybody watching, like the live, please. It helps me out a lot. Sub if you like the content. If you haven't subbed already, I appreciate it. Devo Prods. Hey, what up, man? Welcome to stream. Appreciate it. Welcome. We go ahead and bring up the Ayuk stuff. Not Ayuk, but I guess Ayuk stuff. There's an interview, but all right, here we go. This is the locker room interview. Oh, yeah.
Feel good. It always seems worse than it is. Tuesday is probably the most sore, but I feel good. Bounce back.
Nick, you have a stretch here. We have 2 division opponents in a matter of 8 days. Just kind of talk about the stretch and the importance of where it is in the division early on.
Every game's big. Division opponents count twice. And we kind of have mini bye, we like to call it, after the Thursday. So getting 2 wins here
Really
obviously starts with Arizona would be huge.
Kyler is obviously a shorter quarterback. I'm curious, when you play guys who are his size, is it harder in some ways because you can't always see where he's at, like in his kind of sight line?
It's harder to catch him for sure. But in terms,
I'm so buff. Do you see my arms? I swear he's doing it on purpose, man. I swear to God.
In terms of seeing him, I don't know if I have that issue, but you could get your hands up and affect him that way, which helps. So, but he's a great player, so
yeah, he's short.
Challenge.
He's short. He is short.
Yeah. I've only really watched some run cut-ups and stuff, so still need to watch some more tape. But yeah, he definitely looks more comfortable, kind of going through more of his reads opposed to looking to run. So yeah, he looks good.
Where does he rank amongst other quarterbacks about trying to bring down since he scrambles so well?
Once you catch him, it's not too hard, but and sometimes he falls to avoid the hit. So in that sense, it's easier than Brissett, but catching him is the issue.
He's still looking like a squirrel.
He's like, once you got him, man, he's done. All right, he can't. There's no resistance at all.
Like DeForest Buckner used to call him.
Yeah, I actually thought about that today. That's funny. I miss Buck.
Was that about as many almost sacks as you've had in the game?
I think it rivals my first game ever of my career.
Okay, Tampa.
I think that's still number 1. I missed like 4 or 5 even cleaner ones than the other day.
Well, you were a rookie then. What was your excuse on Sunday?
Right. Yeah, no excuse.
All right,
No excuse.
I'm just going to get you Kalia Davis back, help you. Kyle said he could play maybe this weekend.
Huge. Yeah, we needed a little help.
Oh shit!
Hopefully works in slow.
Super huge. Kalia Davis is back. I'm excited, man. There's some 49ers fans out here who watch this channel. You don't understand how big it is, man. Like, if he's at all the player he was, like I said, like 4 times, I think, in this live, that is a huge get. He is at least a second tier starter. Okay, he's at least a quality backup player, if anything, and that's huge for the team right now. Huge.
Oh, but I think if his body is in good shape, then we already know what he could do as a player.
How was he playing when he got hurt, did you think?
I thought he was playing great. Yeah, he was flashing a lot in preseason, and he's just a guy who needs reps and needs his body to be healthy and be available.
Nick, what's the conversation like in the D-line room with just injuries kind of mounting?
Not much of a conversation about that. I think we're very confident still in the guys we have.
Nick, Ricky Pearsall is working his way back, and hopefully sooner than later. What have you seen from him, and how inspiring will it be when he finally takes the field?
It'll be huge. Just been seeing him around the facility, looking good in his workouts and stuff. He's a really positive guy. So obviously that was a very scary incident, and we're happy he's good.
Nick, what have you seen from Evan Anderson now that he got some reps on the field?
He did well. Obviously, some things to clean up. He got a sack strip in his first game, so that's awesome. But yeah, he was playing the run. He was attacking, and that's what you like to see. You want to see guys not revert to their old habits when the lights are on, and he didn't do that very much, so that was good.
Brock Purdy was mic'd up, I think, this past weekend. How many times have you been mic'd up, and what's it like to be mic'd up in a game?
I don't like it. I did my rookie year. We lost, and then did we beat the Chargers? Yeah, we beat the Chargers. I think I was mic'd for that, but I don't like it. It's just another thing on my mind, which I don't need.
Nick, Kyle's Shanahan called Kyle Juszczyk one of the most poised guys he's ever coached. How does that kind of manifest itself with him? Yeah.
I think it manifests itself in the sense that he's always in the right position, and you could feel it during camp when you shouldn't be getting blocked by a fullback as a defensive end, but he gets himself in such a good position that he'll cut you off. He'll just get you just enough to let the play develop.
How do you feel about playing 2 games in 8 days?
All right, so yeah, I agree. A DN should not get stopped by a fullback. Okay, but Kyle Juszczyk's different breed. What is your favorite college team? I really don't have a college team. I really don't. I've liked the Cornhuskers because I have family members who like them. Same thing with Notre Dame. The Huskies, Washington Huskies, and somewhat the Oregon Ducks. That's about it. But I don't really have a team. I don't really have a college team. Never really been that much in college. Never really been a college guy. All right, Ayuk, what do you got to say, man? What do you got to say, Ayuk? What do you got to say? Okay? You've been slacking this last 4 weeks, okay? Yeah, you've been getting better. Okay? Me and Poggy on the Poggy Show every Sunday before games on the Poggy Show, Wolfie and Poggy Show. We've been giving you 6, 7, 8 weeks. All right? Your time's running out. Time to figure out what do you got to say for yourself, Ayuk? What do you got to say for yourself? I like San Jose and State and Stanford. Nice.
Pretty excited.
Do you do anything different to kind of prepare maybe when you play that many games in such a short stretch?
No, just continue to take care of yourself, make sure you're ready to go.
How do you evaluate yourself so far? Where do you feel like you're at physically?
How do you evaluate yourself, man?
Solid.
Brandon, on the 2 long completions to Debo and Juwan, you patented crossing route and got some attention. Well, you mentioned last week, or defenses are adjusting and taking some stuff away. Is that one thing they're focused in on you? That I guess that specific intermediate kind of crossing route.
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah.
Does it make you feel good to get an assist then on those plays?
Yeah.
You know, guys have been in and out of the lineup all season. Do you feel like you have to play differently, you know, when guys are in versus when guys are out?
I just try to make sure that I'm in.
There's at least one player, I think it was in the red zone, and you beat Gonzalez. The ball didn't come your way, the play didn't go that way. When you maybe get criticized for not, making plays, but you do get open on certain ones, how do you look at that?
That's just football. That's just a receiver position. Sometimes it comes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But you just got to keep working and try to.
Voters of Riverside.
I saw that ad coming, man. I saw that ad coming. I was prepared. Dude. Stupid ass ads, dude. No, I don't care for your ads, man. I don't care for your ads.
Get some momentum, get some stuff rolling your way so it can start going your way.
What's your impression of how Mason running the ball?
He's running the ball really well, really hard. He's doing a great job.
Anything different this year than past years with him, other than more opportunities?
I just think more opportunities.
Brandon, what did you think of your guy Jaden pretty much carving these guys up last week? Did you watch it?
Yeah, he's balling. We've been watching that tape versus Arizona so far a couple times already today, so I'm sure we'll see it all week. But excited to see him on tape playing good football.
How are you feeling?
Do you see how lit up he was? Yeah, that's my boy. Like, that's the happiest I've seen Ayuk. That's the happiest I've seen Ayuk in a long time. I mean, he looked happier saying that than he got his contract.
Wonderful. Legendary, as they say.
Taking today off, what is your hope and what is your plan for the week?
Yeah, my plan is obviously to play. That's my hope. Just going to continue to listen to what the training room wants me to do and take it one day at a time.
Defensively, how much does it change without you even there just for today's practice? And what do you try to instill in the guys to prepare them just in case?
Yeah, nothing should change. The standard remains the same, whether we're going half speed, not full speed, whether it's a walkthrough, whether it's a practice, everything got to stay the same, man. We got to be intentional about what we're doing. We're not resting on anything that we've done. We know it's another huge opportunity and challenge in front of us in the Cardinals, and so we're excited about it.
Watching you on the sidelines after you came out of the game, it looked like you were expending almost as much energy there as you were on the field. What was that? What's that part like?
Yeah, obviously, I'm so eager to be in there at any point. I wanted to be out there to make plays for my team. But then if I can't, then I'm obviously going to support whoever is out there and do whatever I can to keep the guys going.
Was that exhausting in its own way?
I was a little sore from all the yelling and screaming. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Fred, I don't know if you can see me.
Yeah, I see.
Did you see Malik Mustafa's block while it was happening? And what was it like to go back and watch it?
Not while it was happening. There was way too much going on in the moment.
I don't know if you guys seen Mustafa's block, but it's actually hilarious. He's got everyone else is kind of like, okay, who do I block? Everyone else on the team. All of a sudden, you see just Mustafa. Just I'm going to straight up take out this lineman. He was committed to this block, man. Mustafa, dude, gets some points there. He got some aura points, as the kids would say. All right. 10,000 aura points for that.
But to go back and watch all the guys blocking was just incredible.
It was a beautiful time.
Especially him, to see him shoot through there. I don't know what made him do that. I mean, he just plays with his hair on fire, man, full speed at all times. Was a critical block in that play. But to see all of them blocking, man, I mean, you talk about having love and, that camaraderie for your brother playing next to you. And then that's a play right there where I don't get in the end zone unless everybody's playing together. So it was cool.
No.
Where the standings are and how crucial the next 8 days are to division opponents, how big is this stretch considering if you put the Cardinals just back another one early on, how important is this 2-game stretch here in the next 8 days?
Yeah, I mean, it's important because it's a divisional opponent and it's the next one, right? Obviously they want to get back on track. We want to show that we're continuing to trend in the right direction that we want to go. This is everything because it's the next one.
You guys have really had to lean into
Great.
the next man up mentality this season, and it seems like that really came together, especially on defense last week. So just how rewarding is that?
Yeah, I mean, it means that guys are taking their job serious, regardless of if they're the 1, 2, 3, fourth guy. Everybody's ready to go at any point, and that's what you're going to need. It's the NFL. Guys get banged up, and it's a next man up mentality.
Aside from the block Mustafa threw, what was it like playing with him? Was it his first 60? He's played all 64 snaps. He'd never done that before. They had an early missed tackle and dropped a pick, but in between there was a lot of good stuff. It seemed like.
Yeah, a lot of great stuff, man. I love Malik. I love what he's brought to our defense.
Yeah,
I've loved his mindset from the moment he came onto our team. I think he's made of the right stuff. I think he's the way he's made. I know he's going to continue to get better. So that's what I love to see.
Fred, you kind of seems like.
What does this mean for Hufanga, though? If we got Mustafa, who's being a starter, we got Jair Brown, there's a possibility we let Hufanga go.
Like you've taken your play to another level. Obviously,
That has
you've
to be a
always
conversation.
been really good. But is there anything in the offseason? I know you had your son in the offseason. Is there any inspiration, anything that you can kind of point your finger to that's changed your mindset coming into this year?
I think that's a big part of it. Having my son, it kind of clears all the gray area in your life of what's important, what's not important. So you can just be clear of mind, remove distractions, things that you realize things that aren't important, serve no purpose in your life. And you're able to go out there and just play free.
Ricky Pearsall's working his way. He's getting closer than not. I guess, what have you seen from him and how inspiring it'll be when he's eventually able to get back on the field?
Yeah, I'm excited for Ricky whenever he does get that nod. Man, obviously he's been working his tail off to get back after that unfortunate situation. But, I love the way that Ricky came in from day one and has competed and been a guy that everybody has meshed with in the locker room, just the type of guy he is. So I'm excited for when he does get that opportunity.
Fred, you guys re-signed Jalen Graham, and he's got a lot of talent. What do you think of his potential?
My dog Jalen, man, having him back big time.
Let's go, Jalen Graham.
Something we had to let him go, to the Commanders, but having him back is a big deal. I think he's a phenomenal player, man. I think he, the athleticism, his smarts, his feel for the game, I think he could help us in a lot of ways.
Compared to the guy you've seen in the past, Kyler Murray, how does he look now compared to?
I think he's the best that he's been, honestly. Everybody saw that huge game he had against the Rams with some of those throws that he was making, but I think the thing that he's developed over time is the ability to really stay in the pocket and play the position at a really high level. He's always been phenomenal. At any moment he could play, at an MVP level, you know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we're on top of it going into this game.
Brock was mic'd up this past weekend. What's it like for you when you're mic'd up? Like it, love it, hate it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. It's interesting to go back and see because you don't really realize what you're saying in the moment, and then you go back and watch it and you're like, oh shoot, that's probably clean things up. I'm sure Brock didn't have that issue. I got to go watch it.
That's actually really funny because I don't think I've ever met or heard, not met, but I don't think I've ever heard a football player ever say, yeah, mic'd up was awesome. And they usually always describe it the same way. I don't remember me saying that, and that makes sense because football players become different beasts on the field. They become someone else entirely, man. They're full of adrenaline. They're thinking about making plays. They're thinking about making history, They're not thinking about coherent conversations and stuff. So I can imagine being mic'd up's got to be a little difficult. I can imagine it's got its caveats.
Michael Baller and some of your family in Africa. Did you get to talk to them after the game on Sunday?
Yeah, of course, man. Me and my mom, we always pray before the game. I try to take some time to pray for the game.
This is Samo.
After the game, she kind of called me, check up on me and the injuries, check up and updates. But yeah, no, I definitely try to keep in touch with my family out there for sure, man. Love it.
What do they think of this? You playing for the San Francisco 49ers and playing like you are.
It's a blessing, honestly, man. It's a blessing, man. And to see where I came from, to be here now on this stage, man. And they're all proud of me, man. Super proud of me because they all helped me get here and to see some of the stuff I was doing behind the scenes, man, to get here. And I bet they're all proud of me for sure.
It's been a feel under the radar. Do you like that approach, that not anyone having any expectations or challenge?
I come out here, I come out to work and have fun, man. Do the best of my ability on every assignment, every job. So, I mean, I was just having fun out here, man. I feel like when it was time to get noticed, that would come. You know, I feel like we continue building. One day, somebody's gonna.
Guess what, man? We see you. We see you, man. You're performing out there. You're stepping up, dude. Stepping up. This is supposed to be Beal Jr.'s time to shine. No, it's Sam O.
Realize
Sam
what
O's
you're doing,
time.
and that was kind of my mindset, kind of my approach, how to get better each and every day. You know, I can't
Sam
be
O's
working.
time.
Yeah.
It's Sam O's time, baby. Okay. Absolutely exciting. Absolutely exciting. Our depth is fantastic. But all right, that's the end of the show. Let me go ahead and just do a quick recap. We got Jalen Graham back. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Big fan of him. There's some people out there that are not. If he just works on his tackling, man, I think he's an outstanding player. He just needs to work on his tackling. Outside of that, Jonathan Garvin and Tariq Oven's been signed to the practice squad. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No Border Sports. What's up, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just getting out of here, actually, about 4 minutes, just doing a quick recap. And then Pearsall, not going to be back this week, but next week, potentially. The rumor is that he's good, just pretty much just a little bit of more healing and it'll be fine. But apparently he should be coming back next week, most likely. If not that week, definitely the week after that. So all the signs are heading towards him coming back. Just not this week. Kalia Davis with Hargrave out, couldn't come back at a better time. I guess he could have come back last week at a better time. But still, came back at a great time. If he's anything like he was in practice or training camp or preseason, dude, what reinforcements, man. Him, Kevin Givens, Jordan Elliott, dude, absolute stud. And then I got to say, my two biggest disappointments on defense right now has got to be Devondre Campbell and Leonard Floyd. Where is Leonard Floyd, man? Where is that 10.5 sack guy, dude? He's been a ghost. Everyone else has been doing their job. Everyone else. Nick Bosa, Kevin Givens, Jordan Elliott, and Collins, all of them. Sam O, some guy we picked up the practice squad a couple times. You know? Now we got Leonard Floyd, dude. Leonard Floyd, where are you? That's all I got to say about that. Citrell Sowen's back. Yeah, I like him. He's not bad. Campbell is smoked. He's bad, dude. He's bad. Put in D. Winters. Put him out there, even though D. Winters keeps juking himself out of his ankles. All right? Put him out there. Bethune, Fowles, anyone but Devondre Campbell. I know you paid him all this money to be a starter, to be next to Fred Warner, but my God, dude, he's getting torched. He's getting destroyed. All right? He's an Achilles heel. He's an Achilles heel right now. All right? Yeah, he's going to say, yeah, it's fantastic, man. So those are roster moves. There's injury reserves. Those are my duds so far in defense. Leonard Floyd, please show yourself. Where you at, man? We need you to show up. Pearsall coming back to be great. Also, another conversation we haven't talked about yet. That I'll talk about next live because I'm going live again at later on, like 4:20. I'll talk about the Devontae Campbell, not Devontae Campbell, but Devontae Adams trade, potentially being traded to the 49ers. I'll just say this right now. Absolutely love the idea. Absolutely love the idea of signing Devontae Adams. You'd be like, well, we have all these wide receivers. We have the cap space to have him for one more year. No guaranteed money next year, so we can just let him go. You can easily cut him next year. This year, we just need a 1-year rental. And if we have Devontae Adams, we're set for wide receiver. So if Debo gets hurt, we're good. If Ayuk gets hurt, or if he comes back and gets hurt, we're good. Juwan gets hurt. If we get Devontae Adams, it just sets up the wide receiver position and ball catchers just down to a T. Just and then imagine if we have CMC back, Kittle. The only thing we'd have left to upgrade on offense would be the center and right tackle position. That's it. Because right now, Pooney is balling out. Banks is good. Trent just needs to get back into shape. This offense could look out like insanely good by week 8. If we can add Devontae Adams or another weapon, because there are some wide receivers out there right now that are currently being shopped. Like I heard Tyreek Hill's possibly being shopped. And there's another wide receiver too. There's 3 of them. Not Devondre. DeAndre Hopkins, that's his name. So DeAndre Hopkins, Tyreek Hill, and Devontae Adams are all possibly going to be traded. And I think we should go out and get one of those. Just one of them. Here's a second-round pick, okay? We'll have one of these players for 1 year. I would love it. I would love it. Trade Ronnie Bell for Devontae. Yeah, here's Ronnie Bell, a second-round pick. Give us Devontae Adams for 1 year. That's all. That's my opinion on that. And I'll talk about it more in the next live. Do a little bit more research on that. And then next live, we'll talk more about Thursday Night Football. And then we'll talk about a couple other things as well. So be sure to get to the show at 4:20 today, which is here in about a few hours, here 4 hours or so. But yeah, we'll talk Bucks and Falcons at that live before the game starts. So thank you so much, Deal Prods, for coming in here. You're awesome. No Border Sports. Good to see you, man. You're clutch so far. You've been on a streak. And then 49ers Media. Always good to see you. Awesome. Hope to do another collab soon. That'd be great. And Scott Lacoste. Always good to see you, brother. All right. To everyone who watched this live later, sub if you like the content. Like if you like the video. All love, fam. I will see you next vid. See you next video.